Space for my fans and me to interact, make art and have fun. It's a one-man show and entirely free. I do it every single week except some. I'm waiting to go, it's all live and online, so you should stick around and say hello. Are you feeling creative? Cause now's the time. Welcome to the Most Week Show. I am not me. I am Art, and I am welcoming you to the Most Week Show. It is currently 12:07 p.m. where I am in the world on the 14th of March, 2021. Yeah! You are here with me right now, and I thank you for that. If we were allowed to be together physically, I would show my appreciation physically, with a hug, with a kiss, or with a Superman the movie-esque fly around the world. I mean, he can fly, but he's just holding her hand. So how can she fly? Because they're having such a great time just like us. As 'tis, the best I can do is raise a glass to you. You can raise a glass to me as well. I've got my big beaker here. We like to start this show with a toast, ladies and gentlemen. Weaklings. Because it brings everybody together as one before the show begins proper. So here we go. 2 pies! I realised too late to theme any of the show around pies, but it is the 14th of March, which Americans would write as 314, and 3.14 is the beginning of the mathematical constant of pi, P-I, and some people have used that to make this day Pie Day, P-I-E Day, where you're supposed to eat food pies. And my take is, if people are willing to bend over backwards in such a nonsensical way to create a day of dedicated eating to you, then you're all right by me. Let's all eat some pies. Cheers. Double dip. Why not? Hello, weaklings. Ooh. Feels good to say that once again. In fact, it feels so good. So good. You know what? I'm just going to say it again. Hello, weaklings. After 6 agonizing weeks of absolutely nothing, I have come back with a show that can very accurately be described as something. You'll notice, as some of you did, that the intro has changed. The countdown didn't really change that much from last series. We've got a new white bar at the top. That really reflects where we are at the moment. I've changed some stuff, but not quite as much stuff as I would have liked. The previous 6 weeks have been largely spent sorting out life admin, finding somewhere to live, making said somewhere livable, assembling furniture with doors which then don't quite close properly, even though I followed the directions perfectly. Which is why I am so brutally tired. I tell you, if these glasses weren't such a key part of who I am, they would still be necessary to hide the ocular baggage I'm currently sporting that could fairly be described as distressingly large and upsettingly discoloured. But I have completed the lion's share of it now. Or rather, cameraman George has completed the lion's share of it on my behalf and under my supervision. And so the show can go on. They say the show must go on. But in some circumstances, the show simply can't go on. See the past 3 weeks, when I would have dearly loved to have put on a show for you guys, but I was literally incapable of doing so. Who have we got? Let's see who we've got in the chat room. Gamer Hall, hello to you, Gamer Hall. Overreactor, OMG, yay, I'm finally awake in time to catch the show. It's been a long time since I've been able to tune in. It's been a long time since anyone's been able to tune in, Overreactor. So, you're in the same boat as everybody else. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Who is that? Sadly Shortlegs96 is a flippin' genius because they just subscribed. Thank you very much, Sadly Shortlegs96. That's very generous of you. Mwah. I had to just as a forewarning, I did have to update the outro. What? Who's this? Nana, thank you so much. This is wonderful.
Subtrain hype.
Hype? Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do that. I did have to update the outro to the subscribers at the time of making the outro. So you guys won't be represented this week, but you will be represented next week, which is wonderful. And it'd be, it's kind of astonishing that anybody did stay subscribed in the 6 weeks where there was no show. I mean, that's just throwing your money away. You've really got to be fiscally responsible, guys. Come on. Who else have we got? Killer Kilch, here we go. Yes. Hello to you. Zeddy Shortlegs 96. Thank you and welcome. TB Douglas, hello weaklings. Hello to you. Uncool Town, hi. Keeping it, on the down low, and that's fine. You guys are Kilch, hello. Definitely not Duda, hello. Monkey Pigsy Funk, welcome back. Thank you, Monkey Pixie Funk. I really do appreciate that support. It's pretty cool. SJ Beck 72, cheers all, and hello again. Hello to you. Ooh, definitely not doing it. So Uncool Town is gifted a sub. Uncool Town, how generous! To be generous to somebody else, to also be generous to me. That's just triple generosity. That's beautiful. Uncool Town, thank you so much. That's wonderful. Gosh, just such happiness, isn't there? Just such happiness all over the place. It's Maple Panda, hello to you. Gosh, what a big fat slice of positivity. I want you to tell me about your last 6 weeks, guys. Obviously they've been disappointing, sure. But tell me what's going on with you. What's the best thing that's happened to you in the past 6 weeks? I would love to know that. I would love to have that in the chat. What's the best thing that's happened to you in the last 6 weeks? Because I'm sure there have been some stuff. It's been tricky. You've been without me, sure. But if you can work your way past that, like some undergrowth, to maybe find a little pool, a little lovely pool where you might be able to go skinny dipping. For me, it was my incredible road trip that some of you kept up with on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much for your love and support via those with the hashtag #NotMeCoastToCoast. It was an incredible journey. It really gave me a newer, deeper understanding of this country that we call the United States of America. Even the middle bits. And really do expect that knowledge to impact the show moving forward, and most immediately in a segment a little bit later. I'm teasing you. But now I'm back. We're back. All things can get back on the right track. What have we going on? Overreactor. I got my first vaccine shot. That was scary but good to do. Absolutely. I have not yet had any of the vaccines, so I am as dangerous to be around and to kiss as I ever have been. One day I'm hoping to get a jab or two, depending on what the situation requires, so that I might be able to hug and kiss people once again. It's been a long time, and whilst I am able to kiss my son, Jesus, it is a little bit trickier, not maybe as satisfying because he's a dog, and therefore kind of a consensual affection with the dog is sometimes tricky, and obviously I could have kissed cameraman George, but I just don't really see him that way. But that's great, Overreactor. I'm very, very pleased for you that you've got that, and hopefully, I haven't heard of many side effect powers or abilities, or being able to see through time or whatever. But if one of them does crop up, I hope it's positive and not something negative. You do hear those in certain aspects of fiction. Juice Dota wouldn't be a most week show without you, Juice Dota. Thank you so much for showing up. Uncle Town. What? Who's that? It's Maple Panda. It's a flipping genius. Subscribe to Tier 1. Subscribe for 2 months. Currently on a 2-month streak. Maple Panda. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. That's very, 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 very kind of you. Overreactor, can't wait to kiss strangers again. It's a benefit. It's a lovely, lovely hobby to have. Hype Train, yeah. What is this? Level 2 Hype Train, sub gift or use bits to get to the next level. What does that do? I don't even know, and it's my show. What is wonderful, for you, Overreactor especially, is that that I'm sure you are feeling very relieved to have that. Very, very relieved. And I'm feeling very relieved to be back. Oh, sorry. How relieved am I? How relieved am I? Gosh, great question. I would have to say I am as relieved as family simile. Family simile. What will the answer be? As relieved as what? That's right. That's right, ladies and gents. Family simile. Use your imaginospheres to think of something creative to finish off this simile. As relieved as. This segment is about pushing forwards the boundaries of language, so really engage your imaginospheres to think of something unique. Who is relieved? What is relieved? Is it as relieved as Forrest Gump when he gets to urinate after drinking about 15 free White House Dr. Peppers? Is it as relieved as people with ugly legs when there's an autumnal feel to the air and they realise they can cover up their hideous pins in trousers again for another year? Or is it as relieved as someone who can't find their wedding ring, but then remembering they were never married in the first place? I don't want to do your work for you, but really get creative with this, and at the end of the show I'm going to pick a winner, and if that's you, timing! Just cropping out in there for the first episode back. The winner was indeed your girl Sarah Kilch, last episode all the way back in January, with As Sad as Reaching Down to Eat the Last Chicken Nugget only to realise there are no more chicken nuggets left. It's a great simile. It's an autobiographical simile, I would guess. And not to make all things about me, but what isn't? It's a tough realisation for me that I now don't live next door to a McDonald's. I did in Seattle. I don't in New York, so my 7 minutes from chicken nuggets lifestyle has come to a close. I'll just have to savour the nuggets that I do get even more now. Life lesson. Anyway, get those similes in the chat, and it could be you on the ticker next show. Boom. Let's update that ticker, shall we? Let's update it. Might as well start as we mean to go on, doing things right. As RELIEVED. As relieved as. Wonderful. Wonderful. Also, Kilch getting straight in there. That's lovely. Maple Panda, superb. That's lovely. Sosaflow, hello to you. Oh, look at all of this. Hi. Hi to you. That's fantastic. I've missed you too, Sosaflow. I have missed you all. All of you. But especially this person. Oh no, that didn't work. That should have been a thing. Why did that not work? Come on, guys. Are the scene transitions not going to work? Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Let's see the collection. Let's deleted. Oh yeah, none of those are going to work. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Okay. Okay. Well, it's awesome stuff that I've been sent. Have I been sent things? Indeed, I have. But not me. People don't know your address or contact deets for sending you things in New York yet. Right? Right. This is something that was sent to me in Seattle. Look, you can see the... There we go. In Seattle. And I didn't have time to open it in Seattle because things were going pretty crazy. So instead, I paid to store this and then transport this across the country so it could make as big a deal of it as I felt I needed to. I mean, I stored it and transported it with all my other stuff, so it's not like I did it specially, but still, pretty cool, pretty cool. This is a valuable package that I am opening live on air, guys. The tension is palpable. The tension is palpable. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. You received a level 1 hype train emote. Ooh, that's exciting. Share. What does that mean? What can I do with that? 4 stars, 0 bits. I don't know what I've done there, but it's great. What have we got? What have we got? Okay, that's the thing for what it is. Is this a note? Enjoy your gift from Santa. Wow. Wow. Well, I can't really blame Santa on that front because, you know, that's on me. That's on me, Santa. Apologies. some kind of glasses situation. This is very exciting. I hope you're as excited as I am. Obviously, you won't get to keep the thing at the end. Thank you, Killer. Thank you, Killer, for bringing Santa into this. Some stuff. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Oh, you take the thing off. Oh. Okay, let's see. Let's get out of the way. Let's get out of the way. Let's swip glasses. Oh my gosh. Look at that. They're like TVs, the size of these things. The size. I've never seen glasses as big. Look at that. Look at that. Unbelievable. Thank you, Santa. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Much more New York, says Killer. Thank you. Yeah, snazzy. Thank you, Sarah Kilch. Those are amazing. Super Nash ran 8. Glasses, because the cats are wearing the glasses as well. That's fantastic. Santa. I mean, I've always been a fan of Santa. There I am. There I am. A cool cat wearing sunglasses. A cool cat wearing sunglasses. I've always been a fan of Santa. You know, I think sometimes, you know, he could get a bad rep sometimes. And I don't really appreciate that. But, yeah. This is great. This is great. Right, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Just doing a little bit of maintenance, because the idea of not having, I mean, especially for one of them, I know you'd probably burn your houses down if you didn't get it. So let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works.
I give props because though I bring there's lots of art I see that's made by artists that are almost but not quite as good as me. I am a giver, super selfless, gather round to see just who will get a most sought after, not me branded. Well done you.
Woo! Well done you. That slaps just as hard after 6 weeks. Nana Hobber, the TV has been telling me that there is a war on Christmas/Santa the last decade or so. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we must be the righteous soldiers in that war, okay? Because if Santa's bringing this kind of fire, straight fire, boom. There's the, oh, should we go into war? Hello? Sosaflow redeemed What is Art. We're going to do that What is Art straight after this segment. Thank you very much, Sosaflow. That's wonderful. I'm looking forward to that. See how the timing works. Oh, Uncool Town. Oh, so we can use that emote because we did some cool stuff. That's awesome. That's really, really exciting. Well done you. Well done you. One of the many burdens, guys, of being internationally famous is that you have to keep up with stuff from across the globe. For instance, it was daylight savings this morning in the US. That's a massive hassle. That's a massive, massive hassle. So that means I have to update my US fans and remind them to be aware of what's going on. But it's not daylight savings in the UK at the moment, and Europe for another couple of weeks. So then the show began. Ooh, TB Douglas has given some sweets. Thank you. As the little thing says in the chat, what a absolute stone cold sweetheart. Thank you so much, TB Douglas. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to give me money every month, that's absolutely fine. You just give me some sweets. Just give me some sweets. That's fine. Penny a sweet. I'm bringing it back to back when it used to be penny a sweet, not like $3.50 for a Mars bar. Like what? I'm getting sidetracked, but thank you so much, TB Douglas. That's very, very generous. It's all very tricky. Also in the UK today, as I believe Killer Kilch said earlier, it is Mother's Day, when we all have to give thanks to people for doing something that literally billions of people do every single year. It's the right thing to do, guys. Okay? It's the right thing to do. But it's only in the UK, it's not in the US. But, of course, my mother lives in the UK, so in lieu of that, I wanted to say a little well done you to mothers in general, you know? They birth us, they scold us, they let us know when we mess up. Well done you to mothers. Longtime fans will know that I generally celebrate Mother's Day not by sending my mother a physical gift. What do you get for the woman who has everything? But a photo. I send my mother a photo, a title to that photo, and then she loves, adores, and appreciates that photo silently. It's just a kind of an unspoken thing between us. This year, I am struggling. I would love to help. I would love you guys to help me. I woke up with an image in my head. I took the picture, but I don't have a title yet. Okay? Oh, wait. Technical question. Is anybody else seeing the video freeze up occasionally? Not sure if it's us or Notme is dropping some frames. Oh, gosh, I hope not. I hope not. That'd be a real... yes, something's happening anyway. Oh, gosh. That's a shame. Sound is good, but the video freezes. Well, I'm on the Ethernet. So maybe if I turn the Wi-Fi off and I just go with the Ethernet, or maybe I put the Wi-Fi back on. It's okay for me. Oh, apologies, guys. I mean, it's okay for TB Douglas actually, so that means maybe it's just you, but it seems weird that it'd be all of you. Well, that's a shame. I apologize, guys. It's good for me and #Beckenham. Thanks, Monkey Pixie Funk. Oh, Maple Panda gifting a tier 1 sub to Gamer Hole. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's wonderful. Okay, on my end. I'm glad, Daddy Shortlegs. I'm glad you're doing great. So basically, here's the image. I woke up with that image in my head. I thought, yep, I'm going to do it. I screamed at cameraman George until he helped me. He picked up a camera. He took this snap. Well, this was one of about 15, 17. Couldn't have been any more than 25 snaps that he took. And this was the best one. I would appreciate any ideas you have for the title, any miscellaneous feedback you might have. I don't know what the cushion is doing there. I knew I needed something. And I went with the cushion. I don't know whether that's going to kind of influence what you guys might think. Killer Kilch, man with cushion. Sometimes you can just go straight on. I appreciate that, Killer Kilch. I appreciate that, man with cushion. Because that is a man. And he does have a cushion. So that's one option. That's great. Something to do with a brick wall, maybe. That's there if you need it. Slightly nonchalant. The Roblets, artist with cushion. We're getting more specific. I like that. We're getting more specific. Killer Kilch, untitled. That's, yeah, because it's like, but is it titled untitled? The title is untitled, but then untitled means that it doesn't have a title. So then it's like, Ouroboros or something, or like Inception, or one hand clapping or whatnot. That's kind of philosophical. I dig that. Uncool Town, just cool. Thanks, Uncool Town. From someone who knows that they themselves are uncool, knowing that I am cool. I'll take that as a great compliment. Thanks, dude. Hard or soft option from Definitely Not Duda. Could be. Hard or soft option. Hard as a brick wall, soft as a cushion. Yeah, good. Great. Nice. Killer Kilch, Brickman. Kind of more of a superhero type vibe. I like that. Nano Hobob, My Pillow the Redemption. Yeah. It's like bringing it back, but like being cool, not being so kind of obviously, just not really kind of getting involved with stuff. Like when, a company will change your mascot to just like a much cooler version of the same kind of vibe, and it's like, oh my god, he's now on a skateboard with sunglasses. This represents me. That's a good option. Uncool Town, I changed it. As in the title for the... Do you know what, guys? I think I'm going to someone make a film about that. They should do, the Roblets. Do you know what I think, the Roblets? I think it should be you. The badge, I changed it. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm going to go with Definitely Not Duda's option there. Hard or soft option. I just think it's nice. And I think it's... Juice Dota, sorry, what? I was napping. He's napping against a wall, Juice? He's napping against a wall? 2021, still need my security cushion. Tell you what, guys, we've got a lot of good options there. I thought you would come through, and you came through, and I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. But as we said, the main thing... Well done, you mothers. Back to me. Gosh. This is just flying by, isn't it? It's just flying by. I'm having such a good time, and I hope you guys are too. Oh, we need a that is art. We need a that is art. Okay. Now here's one. Thank you, Roblets. I appreciate the compliment on the transition. Here's one. So this is what. So I did say before, and this is something that you can all do, and maybe it takes that first person to do it before everyone knows. Actually, this is actually a pretty sweet thing to do. You can submit that is art. Okay. So if you go through a situation in your life where something happens to you and you just think, God, that was artistic. That was so cool and amazing. That has to be art in some way. Send it to me, and you could be on a Most Week show. Yeah, you could be on a Most Week show. This one was sent in. The only person to send one in after I requested them before was TB Douglas. This is going to be TB Douglas's one. So let's see what we've got. When you get to the end of a business review meeting and not a single person has called on you to speak.
That is art.
That is art. Thank you. Sosa Flow for requesting that. Thank you very much, TB, for submitting that. Just email me, I am not me, I am art at gmail.com if you have a that is art that you would like to share. Art and a miracle. Such good art. Isn't it art? Maple Panda, TB Douglas, you are so cool. Uh-oh. Do my eyes deceive me? Definitely not due to redeemed a 16-second chill dance party. It's kind of what we've all been waiting. I tell you what. We're going to do it at the end. It's going to be a celebratory one at the end. Definitely not Judah. And it's going to be all the better for it. But thank you so much for that. That's great. Because right now, if you're a little bit disappointed, here's how you get happy again.
Art bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art bet!
Wait, no, it's not that one. It's not that one. Oh gosh. Did you hear that? That was really loud, was it? I couldn't hear that, so something went wrong with that one. That's not art bets. Is that? There we go. I didn't hear that. And that is another sub from Super Nashwan 8. So thank you so much. Super Nashwan! Woo! Thank you so much. That's very, very generous. Subscribed at tier 1. Wow, with a side order of Yowza. I agree, chat. I agree. We do love subs, don't we, Roblets? We do love subs. We love them so much. We just want to kiss them on the face, arms, and neck. That's where we want to kiss them. Thank you so much, guys. It's art bet time, guys. It's art bet. It's finally got to that point. And I'm psyched. I hope you're psyched. Is this going to... Yeah, that's going to... I hope you're psyched. And I hope you're psyched as well, old man past Notme. What do you have for us, you double-stuffed Oreo of a man?
Thanks, Notme. Today's art challenge will be undertaken by Notme, and my son Jesus, and also, I suppose, cameraman George. It is the big trip, the big road trip from Seattle to New York, the Emerald City to the Big Apple, coast to coast is what I've called it. Coast to number 2 coast, because replacing the word 2 with the number 2 is pretty much the coolest thing you can do. Just ask Prince. We're crossing an entire continent, so if we just went as the crow flies, it'd get the job done. It'd still be a long, long way. But we need to make this a true experience. We need to deviate. We need to make things more exciting. We need to have great experiences, eat delicious food, hopefully not annoy each other too much. So we, as a collective, need to add a lot more miles onto the direct route in order to make it interesting. That's our art challenge. Your art bet is simply, how many miles will it take us? Her back to you, not me.
Oh, how many miles? How many miles? Gosh. This is exciting. Can you make a guess yet? No, because you don't know everything. You don't know everything. Here's some things to consider. Have you missed this? Yeah, I've missed this too. Thing number 1. The odometer will run from my old home to the Airbnb that I stayed in. Okay? So it's not necessarily just from Seattle to the vague boundaries of New York. It's from there to the Airbnb that I stayed in, which is in Park Avenue. Okay, so that's where we go from and to. Okay, thing number two. I'm giving you this, guys. I'm giving you this. The quickest driving route, just putting it into Google and letting the Lord sort it out, is 2,834 miles. Okay? 2,834 miles. That's how far it is as the crow flies. Juice Dude with the Prime. Thank you for giving me some of Jeff Bezos's money. He's got enough, guys. He's got enough. He doesn't need any more of it. And I thank you, Juice Dota. It's very, very smart of you to subscribe with Prime. Thank you so, so much. That's very, very generous. This is, I just feel loved. I just feel loved. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Very, very generous. So yeah, as the crow flies, 2,834. As Past Notme did say, we're going to need to add a few onto that to make it proper. But how many did we add? Okay. Oh, Maple Panda. Changing that bulb. You want a bit of red vibes. That's fine. That's fine. If you think I'm not going to do that, you've clearly never met me. How about that? Thank you so much. Oh, adds a bit of drama. Bulb color party. Absolutely. Thing number 3. Places visited but not in the video. So there is the initial cut of this video that you're about to watch ran to 27 minutes long. 27 minutes. That was untenable. That will be available on YouTube. Don't worry about that. You will be able to sit through that at your leisure. But as it is, I've had to cut some things down. So some things are going to be in the video that you don't know where I'm going in the video. But outside of the video, this is where I visited. Missoula in Montana, Sheridan in Wyoming, the Badlands in South Dakota, Omaha, Nebraska, Dale in Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky, South Charleston in West Virginia, and Charlottesville, also in West Virginia. Nano Hobbob demands more content. You shall get more content, my sweetheart, okay? My sweet, sweet boy, you will get more content. Release a director's cut. It's coming. During the week. Just stay tuned to YouTube, and if you're not subscribed to YouTube, for God's sake, what are you doing with your life? And it will be on there. Okay, so this is all the information that you have to go on. Quickest driving route, 2,834 miles. These are places that I went, but we are not seeing in the video. Okay. What are your options? Very simple. A, 2,834 to 3,000 miles. Did I add 100, less than 100 and, I don't know, miles? Then go for A. B, 3 to 3,250. C, 3,250 to 3,5. D, 3,5 to 3,750. E, 3,750 to 4,000. Get your selections down in the chat. And as Streamlabs says, if you're enjoying Notme's content, feel free to follow, subscribe, give him some sweets, or at the very least, just give him a compliment, yeah? Woo! What have we got? Game a whole redeemed ad time. I don't know why it always makes me laugh. I think I kind of reprogrammed my mind. I've reprogrammed my mind, guys. And I'm going to tell you about that next week, I think. But I've reprogrammed my mind to see great art, to react to great art by laughing. So if ever I laugh, it's just great art. Ad time. Are we going for ad time? I mean, I have to, because you redeemed it. We're going to go for a... We're going to go for a... Wait, where's it? How do you get the ads again? Oh, yeah, there we go. We're going to have a 60-second ad, guys, coming up per Gamer Hall. If you want to blame someone, blame Gamer Hall. Wait, can you not do that anymore? Oh no, 1 minute. There we go. Wait, no, add. There we go. So, I'll see you in a minute after we've had our ad. Except for the subscribers. Okay. So if you're still with me, it's because you're clever and you're a subscriber. What have we gone with? So we've got, okay, B's, a C, a B, a D, an E, a C, D, C, D, C, C. A lot of C's. A lot of people going 3253, 500. Okay. Monkey Pixie Funk, definitely 100% E. Wow, okay. Definitely not Doodoo going with an E. Okay, that's interesting. So nice. Nobody's going for A. Everybody thinks that there's, pushing out. Oh, yeah. So we've got Girl Sarah Kilch. Flipping genius. Subscribe. Thank you, Sarah Kilch. Does that mean you get to jump into the advert? So now you need to write down as if we've been discussing something very interesting. It's a tradition, but it still works. It's still fun. So like we've been talking about some really interesting stuff. 3, 2, 1 second. And then ultimately the Pope just said, you know what? I get it. Have the horse. See what I care. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's a pretty interesting, story, I think. No way. Yeah, absolutely. They simply got to be kidding me. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we've all made our choices. Because this video is a little bit longer than usual, it's going to be as a separate video. We're not going to be watching it in this picture-in-picture nonsense. Classic Pope move, right? It's just classic Pope. Juice Dota says redonk. Absolutely redonk. Redonkalino. So we're going to go... So good luck, guys. Made your choices. All the D's and the C's and the B's and no A's. Will that come back to bite anybody? We're going to have a video. I'll see you on the other side.
We are in Idaho, which is famous for its potatoes. On all the license plates it says Idaho famous potatoes. That's literally what they're saying they're famous for. That's their whole thing. So we wanted to test that out. We wanted to get some authentic Idaho potatoes. So we've come to Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen. Got some chicken tenders with some Cajun fries. And whilst there is Cajun seasoning on them, I can only assume that they do use authentic Idahoan potatoes. That's Idaho.
We have stopped here to get some petrol or gas. We are in Moorcroft in Wyoming, and I wanted to stop and just come around, George, if you could just pop in there, that we have exceeded 1,000 miles, so we're at 1,095. So Moorcroft, Wyoming, we've hit 1,000.
All artistes have faces. It's a thing we can't deny. When an artiste gets to be a bit more successful, they get to be on TV and their face on the screen is a bit larger than it is in real life. When an artiste gets even more successful, they get to be in movies. The screen gets larger, their face gets larger. And then when they reach their peak, they get to be carved onto the side of a mountain like Mr. Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and Lincoln. See, I know all the names. I currently, depending on how you watch the Most Week show, am on TV screens. That's how big my face is. But one day, just maybe, I too shall be carved onto the side of a mountain. I'll see you soon, boys. I could just sneak in here.
I am here in the small town of Mitchell, in South Dakota, where I've come to visit the world's only Corn Palace, which is a large building decked out kind of like the Taj Mahal, and decorated, the outside of which, each and every year, with corn husks and actual corn. This is a great example of a town doing something with all the stuff they have. They said, you know what, we've got a lot of corn, let's make a building out of this. And a lot of people would have said, no, don't do that, it's stupid. But Mitchell said, you know what, we're going to do it. And I take my hat off to them, because this is genuinely one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life. Well done, Mitchell. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I wanted to take a quick moment. We haven't hit 2,000 miles yet. We have not hit 2,000 miles, but I wanted to just take a moment, give a bit of an update, based on the fact that at Sioux Falls, for the first real time, we're going to be diverging from the I-90. Now, this is a road that has taken us all the way from Seattle through Washington, through Idaho, through Montana, through Wyoming, and through South Dakota. So at this stage where we part ways, I want to say thank you, I-90. You've treated us right. Staying in a motel is all about convenience. You park up, you unload, you go to sleep. It's that simple and straightforward. But a cheap American motel also carries with it that sense of American crime movies. It's all a bit anonymous. People are travelling in and out. There's something bad going on. And this particular Motel 6 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, goes that extra mile, which I really appreciate. They didn't have to do this, but they did. Every Motel 6, you get this big deadbolt that says, you're gonna need it. They've also got a broken heater here. We have cigarette burns on the bedspread, and you can't see it, but there's a general kind of waft of cigarettes, like guys smoking after a bank heist gone wrong. It's wonderful. And we've also got the pièce de résistance, a broken panel here on the sink. Don't worry, they give you the broken panel, that's in the corner. So I just want to say a big thank you to the team at Sioux Falls, South Dakota Motel 6 for just going that extra mile to give me the sense of like, hey, how many crimes have taken place in this room? It's American history. So as you can see, we're in Kansas City. When you're in Kansas City, you have to have Kansas City barbecue. And if you're going to have Kansas City barbecue, you've got to go to Arthur Bryant's barbecue. It's the original, still the best. I'm supporting a black-owned business. I'm not making a big deal out of it, so neither should you. The top of the totem pole, Kansas City barbecue, is this stuff, burnt ends. The ends of brisket. And it's really interesting because you hear burnt ends, you think, I'm not going to enjoy that. You see these, and you think, that looks burnt, I'm not going to enjoy it, but then, I mean, it's just delicious. It's just full of flavour. It really subverts expectations in a way that I particularly enjoy. It's very much like the film Triple X, starring Vin Diesel.
You think, oh, this is going to be some tawdry nonsense with exposed flesh and a hint of a nipple. No. It's in fact a wonderful action movie starring Mark Sinclair, aka Vin Diesel. Burnt Ends are the Vin Diesel of the barbecue world.
Look, it's an arch. Correction, it's the arch, because I'm here in St. Louis and this is pretty much their main thing. It is a very impressive structure, both in height and in girth and in pleasing curves. But in this capitalist wonderland of the United States of America, one has to wonder, how long until McDonald's purchases and completes this monument? Da 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 da! St. Louis Arch. Hello, weaklings. It's I, Notme, giving you another update because we hit another milestone. We actually hit a milestone quite a while ago, but I didn't notice because I was having too much fun. But we have now crossed 2,000 miles. We're now at 2,369.1 miles. We currently find ourselves staying in the beautiful city of St. Louis. So whether that is good news for you or whether that's bad news for you, depending on how you decided to cast your vote, I'm not sure. I hope it is good news for you, as good news for you as if you were staying in the beautiful city of St. Louis.
It's chicken. I'm in Kentucky. It has been fried. It is chicken that has been fried in Kentucky. It is Kentucky-based chicken that has been fried. Delicious. Sometimes the art is in subverting expectations. Other times, it's about hitting them right on the nose.
This is the Blue Ridge Tunnel in Virginia, and I've just conquered it. It's a long, abandoned tunnel. You can just about see the pinprick of light at the end there, and I just conquered it. I walked all the way through it, stopped, turned around, walked all the way back. That's conquering it. And let's see how impressive that was. It was really long, it was very cold, there were icicles in there, so it was probably a bit dangerous, and, come on, abandoned tunnel, very probably haunted. Better luck next time, old, probably racist ghosts of Virginia. Couple of milestones reached today. Number one, this is the first day of the entire journey. I'm in bare arms, but also we passed 3,000 miles, so we're currently on 3,237 miles driven. It's a long, long way. We're all pretty tired. I'm pretty tired. Cameraman Georgie's pretty tired. Don't say anything. We're on camera. And of course, Jesus, pretty tired. I'm at Virginia Beach, which is not a trick name, it is a beach, which means that finally I have reached the Atlantic Ocean.
I mean, obviously the actual trip doesn't finish until New York, New York. We need to go up the coast a little bit first, but seeing this here as a symbol of everything I've achieved, everything I've gone through since I was at the Pacific Ocean, it's monumental. And looking at it now, I can't help but feel exhausted. But then, disaster struck. We were planning on staying in Virginia Beach for a lovely beach day, walking along the beach with Jesus, and I suppose cameraman George would have come along as well. But unfortunately, this morning we woke up to the news that there was a winter weather warning in place for New York City. So the decision has been made that we will drive the rest of the way today. We'll do it all in one go, and not take our time and luxuriously go up the coast as was the initial plan. So we're cutting the trip short by one day. Obviously it'll still be the same distance, so it's not going to affect you too much in terms of your guesses. But I mean, it's just kind of incredible to be going from this beautiful sun to a winter weather warning, 5 to 7 inches of snow apparently in just 24 hours. That's weather art. So the trip ends here. New York City, baby. And so far I have to say I'm a little bit surprised. I had believed for the entirety of my life that New Yorkers were all tough guys. Yeah? Tough guys. Partly because of the accent and partly because New Yorkers just don't shut up about it. However, I arrive here a day early. I cut the trip short to avoid travelling in a winter storm that was described by the city's own New York Times as hitting with the power of a freight train, to find this, a light flurry of snow that's not even settling. This is what New Yorkers call a terrifying winter storm, which kind of means that New Yorkers are a little bit soft. And you know what that means, guys? I'm gonna fit right in. Welcome home, Notme!
So basically, at the end, it was all a bit. I was tired, and I didn't get a shot of the thing, the odometer. So I thought I'd make it more exciting and do it here. So we're going to reveal here and now how many miles I travelled. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. So, no, that's a little. Okay. So we travelled 3,000. You're all right not to go with A, or not right to go by A. Let's not go for the next one though. Let's go for let's go for 7. Let's go for 9, and the final one. Oh God! Oh God! This is right. We're gonna have to go old school. We're gonna have to go old school. The light is freaking out. Be gone. Okay, so we've. Oh, it's nice to know after 6 weeks some things haven't changed, isn't it? It's just nice to know that the final number 3,797 miles, which means the winner is option E. The winner is option E. Well done to all of you who made your suggestions as option E. This worked pretty well. I don't know what's going on with the light. Well done with the E. If you guess correctly, use this victory as a sign that the upcoming week is going to be your week. How could it be anything but? God is on your side. Okay? He's on your side. If you didn't guess correctly, don't worry about it. It doesn't really mean a thing. It's just how far we drove. Fairly arbitrary. It's Maple Panda, so many miles. Yeah, absolutely. Lots of miles. Lots and lots of miles. Loads of miles, indeed, Uncool Town. Should have pushed on to 4,000. I mean, if you were as tired, TB, as I was at the end of the trip, you wouldn't be saying that. You wouldn't be saying that. Yeah? The US is massive. That's the conclusion. That's the conclusion, Roblets. Yes. So well done. Well done. What a wonderful thing that was. Gosh, this is just disgusting light, isn't it? Disgusting light now. I don't know what happened with that, but of course this means, and it really breaks my heart. I'm gonna try and get this back. No, it means that we're not getting a 16-second chill dance party, and I can't tell you how upset I am, how upset that makes me. But the answer is very. What we can do is we can go to some family simile results. Flipping wait. No, I know, definitely. Please don't. I know. Please don't. Just do it anyway. I mean, we could do it anyway. Do we need the lights? Do we need the lights? I suppose we don't really need the lights, do we? Can we dance without the light? Okay, yeah. I like that. Do it next, Uncool Town. I like that. No, we're doing the simile now, Roblets. We're doing the simile now. Get George to fix it. George is not that good. Let's Maple Panda, I will tell you that. So you girl Sarah Kilcher is relieved as a pregnant lady arriving at a rest stop on a road trip. Absolutely. Pregnant ladies love to urinate. They can't stop it. As Maple Panda is relieved as 50% of Americans now Biden is giving out those vaccines and not the orange monster. Pretty political there. It's Maple Panda, but I'm not going to shy away from it. Absolutely, he was orange. I think that's pretty apolitical to say he was an orange man. If you took a picture of him and did a colour picker and clicked on his forehead, it would say, "Was this a pumpkin?" You'd say no. You'd say, "But it is orange." Okay, yeah, that's fine. Gamer Hole is relieved as the second mouse. Now, I was almost going to go with this one, Gamer Hole, but then I thought about the psychology of it. The psychology of that second mouse who comes to... I presume that this is about, the second mouse gets the cheese because the first mouse has gone in and the mousetrap has murdered that mouse. If that second mouse is relieved, there'd be some level of relief, but that's pretty scary stuff, right? They come across a dead mouse and think, oh, thank goodness, that could have been me. It's like, there's a dead dude there, or lady, somebody greedy who wants the cheese and didn't realise it was on a mousetrap. Okay, so that's a little twisted, gamer, so I'm not sure I'm going to reward that. Killer Kilch is relieved as Belle arriving at the castle only to find a human prince rather than having to live through a bestial love affair pretending that's totally okay. Now, that would be a very genre-savvy Belle. That would be a Belle who knows that she is in a fictional story and knows the traditional end of it. Obviously not having to live through a bestial love affair, sure, that would be lovely. But at the time that she arrives at the castle, she wouldn't know that the option B was a ginormous beast, voiced by Dan Stevens, right, and motion capped by him. But I like it. You're making me think. Monkey Pigsy Rules is relieved as Prince Andrew after the Harry and Meghan Oprah interview. As Not Me as PG, I don't think I'm going to touch that one. Nana Hobop is relieved as a sculpture that is only meant to be viewed from one side and usually mounted on a wall or moulded into a building's facade. You're playing with language, and I love it. I can always rely on you to just take it and just turn it around a little bit. Love it. Which means, baby. Definitely not due to the family simile when he was relieved as an unprepared student when a fire drill happens right before they are supposed to do a presentation. Was this autobiographical? You won before with autobiography, Duda, I recall. Some kind of adolescent love story. But it was, and it touched me. And this has touched me as well. It's a wonderful, wonderful simile. Thank you so much. For everybody for getting involved with it. Yeah, awesome. So that's great. What have we? Oh, we should do the thing, shouldn't we? How are we gonna? Let's just do it. I mean, for God's sake. Double winner this week. Wow, simile and art bet. Such a good day, and you're getting a unique chill vibe. 16-second chill dance party. There's going to be no music to it. But we're still going to dance. I'm going to need everybody to dance. And I'm going to need everybody to put some emotes in the chat. Okay, that's what we do with this. So are you ready? With a 1, with a 2, with a 1, 2, 3, go. It's like a daytime outdoor rave, guys. Don't need that. Just need the music in the soul. Yeah. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Beautiful. Who is that Killer Kilt? Who is that you've... I don't know who those people are. But I'm excited that they're here for the party. Gosh, I don't know who any of those people are. But still fun. Thank you, guys. Finally, we've got some home art. Of course we do. For next episode, you could write a New York poem. So we're going to be getting back to you guys are going to contribute a little bit something to this. This is all me. So next week you guys are going to get back to it. We're going to have an acolyte poetry corner that's all about New York because this is where I live now. I don't really know that much about it. I want you to teach me through poetry, through words, Fire, Bob Ross, fire, Bob Ross, fire. Thank you, definitely. If that was about New York, you could submit that. So get your New York poems in. Number 2, send me pictures of your soiled tissues. Yeah, Anna Karine. It's a song that I've written that I want some visuals for. So soiled tissues. We're getting to the end of the sun's coming out, which means that we're getting to the end of winter. One of the big symbols of winter for me, as a man with a marathon runner of a runny nose, are snotty tissues. Now, what I realise is that each one of these snotty tissues is unique. It's like a snowflake. It's contorted into ways through human effluvia and pocket or bag smushness into some kind of really interesting shapes. And so I want you to get them. I want you to put them on some kind of background, take a picture of them, and email them to me. Okay? Anna Karine, this isn't going to go how you think it's going to go. Really well. Everything always works out really well, Anna Karine, on here. Even when this didn't work, it still worked out really well. So I'm going to take that negativity and I'm going to prove you wrong. Yeah, on it says definitely. Thank you. And of course, creative vision of Notme. Just draw a picture of me, for God's sake, guys. It's not difficult. So those are your things to do before next show. Wow. And that's it. Another marvelous episode over. We are back into it, guys. We are back into the groove. We're back on the saddle. The sky is the limit. I can't wait for another amazing series with you all. A huge thank you to you all for watching, for engaging, for subscribing. The ones of you that subscribe, thank you so much for that. It's super duper generous. I really appreciate it. New York's expensive, guys, so I'm going to need all the subscriptions that I can get, making it, I think, the best episode that I have ever created. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Notme. I am Art, and I'm wishing you a very happy, a very relieving, and a very creative week ahead. Series 3 is underway, says Nana Hobbob, and I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you same time next week. Oh, also for the quiz. There's a quiz on Tuesday, and it's going to be great. And there's going to be lots of changes to the quiz. It's going to be really mixed up, maybe a little bit tighter, maybe a little bit quicker. some real surprises coming along. So, yeah, it's going to be great. I'm Notme, I'm Art. I'm wishing you a very creative week ahead. Thank you, guys. All the best. Bye. Notme, the light bulb's broke. Well, the pterodactyl got us. I think got us, got me, yeah. No, I don't think she's a cheapskate. Now that's unfair, dude. Come on.
What a great show we all made just now. It was creative, live and divine. You did wonderful work, so go and take a bow. Just a slightly smaller bow than mine. So I'll see you right here next week, same time. What will happen? Gosh, I just don't know. But I can promise you this, I'm going to blow your mind next week on the Most Week Show.